Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again for the very first time to the Farts and Crep Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 123 of Xenogears, the PS1 version, here on Retro Classics. You guys are all doing well today, and yeah. On today's episode, we are continuing through the Dreams chapter, which has been taking a while. And yeah, I think we're gonna be getting back to normal, like, gameplay, sorta soon-ish, hopefully, like, maybe. Like, it's just been flashback after flashback, and for a hot minute, and it's honestly been really difficult, just kind of not being in any kind of control for hours and hours of this game. These last, like, I don't even know how many episodes it's been, like 10, 15, something. It's been a while. Like, I know I named one of the episodes like Disc 2 when we got to Disc 2, and it's been kind of weird, and I get, like, why. I heard, like, I read some stuff online about how this game kind of had a troubled development, and, like, there was some internal conflict stuff at Squaresoft, and I guess there was a point where this was going to be like a direct sequel to Chrono Trigger, which I kinda get that. Because I think this was, like, I think before Chrono Cross, which was like a year later, I think. 99? Or I think that sounds about right. Anyway, it's I mean, all's well that ends well, right? Because, like, eventually we got the Xenosaga games, and then Xenoblade Chronicles, and that just took off. And yeah, but still, like, this game doesn't see, like, a lot of representation. It would be cool to see, like, Faye or like Satan and Smash or something, but yeah, it is what it is. So, what is that? It's just been like these. What is this, Final Fantasy VI now? This must be the place. It's just been hard doing these episodes recently because it's like, it's been like 99% voice acting and just like pressing the X button. So yeah, none of the, I don't know, none of the story things they've been doing have been like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, this must be the place, right? Wait for me. Oh yeah, because Id was taking the fourth personality or whatever away from him in his coma dream or whatever. This is as far as you can come. From here on is my world. You can't enter. What do you mean? You're subordinate, fake persona. That's why. Subordinate fake persona? Yes. He has part of my memories from back then. He sealed away the very meaning of my existence. My drive, my motivation, my subconscious id. And is this younger one supposed to be like Lacan, and this is actually Faye, like, talking to Lacan or something? Because of that, I became a basic blank persona. And on top of that, I constructed a new persona based on my experiences since then. That's what you are now. Him? You mean father? You call him father? Wow, kinda lame. He who never did anything for you? It was because of his cowardly behavior. If only he had been able to protect me. If he had done that, Mother wouldn't have died. Didn't my mother die right after I was born? What really happened to my mother? Tell me, id. You don't need to know. He'll only disappear soon. Along with your basic persona, the coward. I'll rule my being through the What? I'll rule my being through the power of existence. Of the existence. Okay. Of course you don't know. But it is etched in my metaphysics. Metempsychotic? Metempsychotic? Emphys? Metempsychotic, I guess. Memory, alright, whatever. Your persona is a fake, so you'll never stand on the stage of consciousness. You'll never be able to take charge of the memories from our past lives. I know the dreams and hallucinations. I've seen them many times. Them. I showed them to you on purpose. To break the seal. I chose to weaken the power of your existence. If your mental energy is weakened, I can become free and do as I wish. What? There are still things inside you which you haven't been shown yet. Huh? Someone's coming. It's probably your friends. They must have followed me. Where are you going? I came to re-establish contact with the existence. To tie together all the threads of your memories since ancient times, and then cut them off. That is the fate of the contact. All is ready. It's time for the true awakening. I will eliminate all those who are full of hypocrisy from the very beginning. Wait for me, id. You just stay here and observe. Damn. So Faye's gonna go on a rampage? Or id is gonna go on a rampage? Well, what is this? I mean, Faye. This must mean this is Veltal's transformed appearance. I guess so? Some kind of embryonic sac? I don't know, man. Like, touchdowns. What am I supposed to do with an empty case? Oh no. I mean, it looks cool. Alright, I'm assuming this is gonna be another, like, gimmick fight or something. Okay, so this is just id. Okay. Kinda doesn't make any sense because, like, id is in phase body, which is definitely not here. Hey, Starbat! I don't think that did anything. Oh, shit. Okay, Wise Man does have a gear? I guess. That's cool. First time we're seeing this. Are you okay? Wise man. It's already too late. Assist me, for I'm about to exterminate id. Zohar is Zeus's core. Slave generators in ether. It is the source of all their energy. After attaining its power, the freshly awakened id intends to annihilate this world. Contact with Zohar was meant to have been done after the unifying phase true personality. Keep back. Wait, that's actually it in there? So wait, is this after he broke out of the carbonite? He just came here, or... Did he find a new body? Also, is this really happening? Like, I'm a little confused on that point. Like, based on the way that they're, like, framing it and shit, kind of seems that way, but... Let's see. It's been a while since I've done id's voice, so... See if I can remember.
You again. You're always getting in my way. But I cannot be stopped by you. You, who couldn't even protect his own wife and son. You cannot even bear to show your face to your son. That's why you wear a mask, isn't it, Khan?
Son?
That's right. This man is Faye's. No, I mean my father, Khan Wong. Big reveal no one was expecting except Danjo, like the first time he showed up.
That truth cut. Of course it's fucking dad. Are you kidding me? So yeah, obviously it was... Also, didn't they say... Oh, Khan. The other name they called... Who was that? Ramses? It's like Kar, I guess? Khar? So they've Khan and Kar. I think that was Ramses? Which is like, why does Ramses get 3 names? Like Ramses, Ramses, and Kar? Like, why? Didn't make much of any sense, but... And like, why... So it was Wise Man that dropped Faye off in Lahan. What happened to Faye? Id. That's a cool shot.
Too bad. The new personality of Faye that you gave birth to, or your wife gave birth to, whatever, and all that work that your persona did to make him one perfect, unified whole has been wasted. He will be swallowed up by me.
I won't permit it. I will destroy you first.
As if you could, sissy. Mother died because of your cowardly behavior. And as a result, he ran away from that reality by entering into his memories. And now I continue my existence, bearing all that hatred. You wouldn't be able to imagine what it's like.
I wasn't simply working to unify Faye's personality, you know? You know? All that you and I feel, the sadness, the hatred, even though he also experienced such things, Faye needed to be encouraged to build himself up in order to be able to comprehend all of this. Faye should be able to understand all of your feelings now. But now you want to erase the one who understands you, to kill Faye. What is it that you want? Also, your plan was to exterminate id, so if you weren't going to kill him, what was the plan?
Why ask me such a thing now? My purpose is the same as his. Total destruction. That and that alone.
Is this world so bad a place? There is only hatred inside of you.
You're the ones who made me this way. You and that woman. Admit it.
Faye, can you hear me? Please take this fistful of memories I'm giving you. Become one with yourself and with me. Faye, where did the real you go? Remember, were you not going to help Ellie?
Yes. This is inside id. A world filled with hatred and sadness. It's all that's here. Yes. Now I understand. Id. Why you hate the world. Why there is nothing inside you. Nothing. Nothing was given to you. Deprived of all the happy memories. And yet, it feels unpleasant. It almost feels good. Now I get it. There's no need to resist. I was originally just an existence that was created as a cover to hide id. So it would be better to return to that place. Let's come together. Wipe away everything, including ourselves. Remember, are you not going to help Ellie? Ellie? That's right, Ellie.
Oh, that was like Satan's voice coming through? Alright.
We've got to save Ellie.
If that's even possible.
What's this place?
Why is it so grainy? What the fuck? Like sepia with like film grain? What?
What's he done now? He only called you in here for his own sake. This is inside the shell of your basic character.
Oh, the kid, right?
The room of the coward. I'm sure you've been here many times before. I see. I remember now. My dreams. Everything despised and unwanted he pushed onto me, while he shut himself in his own little shell. The coward Faye. The basis for our personalities. Who are you? You're my... Hey, let's watch this together. This is my most treasured possession. Huh. By repeatedly replaying it the times he was full of happiness, he lives in his own happy little world. Well, I'm still alive only because of what's in those leftover dregs. Here, I'll show you everything about me.
But are you fucking serious? That's... Okay.
Ours was an ordinary family. A strict but reliable father. Kind and loving mother. Up till then, it was complete happiness. But one day, Mother suddenly changed.
She was like a totally different person. From that day on, Faye lost his home. Father was away often. He had some important work. When Father was away from home, Faye was taken to a place with mysterious machines. Inside there were many strangely dressed people. Many types of probes were injected into Faye's body and start some kind of experiments. Tests caused Faye much pain. Mom, help me! What are you doing? No! No! Mother didn't come to his assistance. Young Faye had no way of resisting, but he was able to endure. Eventually, experiments became unbearable. Many people gathered around Faye. These people had a high compatibility with the anima relics. The psychic contract with Faye was to force him to awaken. But no one could make contact with Faye. Power drawn out of Faye, regardless of his will, destroyed them all. This is unbelievable. Mother allowed this to take place? Psychic contact? What do you mean by awaken me? To awaken God, everything had to be in perfect order, with nothing lacking. Things divided in the past must become one complete whole again. Countless people died before Faye's eyes. Men, women, the old, the young, even demi-humans. Suffering, grief, fear, ecstasy, a variety of emotions and words lingered, tumbled about Faye like broken dolls. It was a scene from hell. In front of Father, she acted normally. When Faye tried to tell Father about Mother's strange conduct in the experiments, Father's mind was taken up by his work and he didn't really listen. I thought it was just childhood fantasies. But he didn't have to endure the pain much longer. Faye's subconscious discovered a way to escape from the trauma. He formed a separate persona to deal with things he didn't like or couldn't bear. He removed himself from out of harm's way. My role was to have all the things he hated forced upon me the moment they arose. From the time of my division from him, I was dominated by hatred. That hatred naturally turned into destructive impulses. I wanted to destroy everything. Mother, Father, the entire world. Finally, Father noticed Mother's odd behavior, but it was already too late. I had completely separated from that coward, my original self. Puppets were broken, and Faye's heart was too. What would make Mother do such a thing? Mother repeated the experiments to study the powers she knew existed within me. Yes, that woman, Mother, was Miang. That's a lie. You saw Ellie become Miang. Like, it's an invasive thing that is just like chooses a host. Like, whatever. No, it's true. Mother was Miang. That's right. Karen had become Miang. What is that you say? I was kind of listening. It's nothing special. Miang does not only have one host body. Miang's roots are sealed in the genes of all women. Did she not tell you this? She's very proud of it. Any one of them could become Miang.
It just happened to be Mother's turn. Only Ellie was special originally.
No, that's not true. Karen, Miang, notice that phase memory time axis had increased 2 or 3-fold. The fuck is a memory time axis? Alright. She then became convinced that Faye was the contact. Contact?
Yes, I was the contact. That's why he called out to me. And why the time had come.
Okay. Stop it. Cut it out. Dad. Mom. Oh. Okay, this is Faye. Alright.
Help Dad. Hey Mom, why are you helping Dad? Dad's gonna die. Graf came seeking the power that exists within me, to return to his own body. You understand now, don't you? Graf is Lacan. Duh. Fucking duh. Like... We, his descendants who inherited his lingering thoughts and memories from him, know only too well. So wait, Lacan was Khan's father? Like, why does he look exactly like Lacan? If Lacan's not... I mean, that would only make sense if, like, Lacan was his grandfather. Alright. Divided 500 years ago, he would become a part of us both. Lacan became Graf. He destroyed everything on the face of the earth. He then mastered how to possess the bodies of others by dwelling in their minds. He was probably enabled to do this after his contact with the existence. The bodies died, but Lacan's spirit continued living by possessing others. He had come that day to return his soul at last to the perfect reincarnation of his physical body, the body of Faye. Father fought him, but he couldn't protect Mother or I. He pitifully fought on while coughing up his lifeblood. You could just say blood. Graf made a mockery of Father and Mother. Made a mockery of Father. Oh, they just didn't put a comma there. Graf made a mockery of Father, and Mother would not even help him when he needed her the most. As for their son, he couldn't take what was happening anymore. Oh wow, actual anime cutscene. What? Okay. He gave in to his feelings and released his power, and as a result, Mother died. And he offloaded the results of his actions onto me. To avoid taking the responsibility for killing Mother, he used me as a shield. I also killed Mother. Pushed all the bad things onto me, kept all the memories filled with happiness and Mother's love to himself. And he shut himself away with those memories inside his own little shell, forever. This is the place. What you see before you
is what he made. He just keeps hanging on to those memories. That's what this is. Stop it. Just stop it. These scenes. Are these all there is to us? Enough already. There's nothing here. Just a world filled with deception and pain. Can't be helped. This is our world. This is everything. I was a fool. It was all my fault. I was so busy. I was so busy with my duties in Shavat that I didn't notice Karen had changed. Couldn't save you when you needed my help. Save me? Huh. Why bother saying such nonsense now? It's not going to change anything. The only thing that you can do now is die by my hand. Even still, I'll show you that I can save you. Well, you better, wise man. Because otherwise, what good is your character? Dad! Stop it, Id. Father's done nothing wrong. I assume. I know. This one is the real culprit. Mother and father had no choice. Can I play the game again? Thanks. Pass it back to me. I'm playing with Mother. This is not reality. All lies. It's all fake. It's all a trick. All of it. All of it. All of it. No, get out. This is my room. I thought you would always be with me. Why don't you see reality? Happiness, sadness. Aren't these all parts that combine to make the whole? Why won't you show him? Why don't you also show Id what you always watch? No, that's mine. I don't want to show it to the person who killed Mother. You should talk. You're the one who really killed Mother. Why didn't you did? I did not kill her. Mother didn't care for you. Father didn't notice either. But you killed her. I didn't kill her. I didn't. Knock it off. We killed Mother. It's no one's fault but ours. It's not because she became Miang or because Father didn't notice. Don't look outside for the reason. Don't blame anyone but yourself. Yes, Mother was Miang, and I know that you suffered. No one could have endured it. But you can't push it onto it alone. We are all one person. We must all become one, right? Faye. Walk on your own 2 feet. Face up to the reality that you don't want to see. Show them to Id everything you took for yourself. Is this just gonna be a best of reel? Like, they're just showing this again? Okay. Oh, and a little bit more, and this is who? Raph? Little Faye? Mother tried to protect you? Oh, thank goodness. That sepia tone is getting really old. Then the pendant thing. Lies, that woman. This scene. Illusions he made up. I and my consciousness can see through this trick. I won't be swayed. Id, that's enough. Doing that isn't going to solve anything. Mother saved us at the last moment. This is the truth, right? The reality isn't all grim, Id. My power didn't save anyone. It only destroyed. I thought that it could only make a connection with others through destruction. So I had to destroy it all. People, world, even Ellie. No, it's not the case. We can save others just as our mother, despite being Miang, saved us. Our power can save people. We can save Ellie. I mean, probably, I don't know. That's a first. They're being so warm. To me, she almost seems too warm. Faye, take the memories I have within me. You must know what it used. You must know what it used to be like. Oh, what it used to be like up until now. Know our identity, about who we are, and figure out what ought to be done. Our integration is not yet complete. Isn't that just Kane? So this is another flashback? What? Is that Lacan and Ellie, like Sophia running away? L.A.M. People live. What? Who the fuck is Abel? That's Emeralda. I just can't hand over our child. Over to you. Live. But can't live. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God with my own hands. Oh wait, that's supposed to be Krellian, right? What is this place? My execution site. Why do you turn on me? Thought we were friends. Who is it? Did I cause this? What has happened to me? What have I become? Live. I will live. And if I go to hell, I will live till the end of this world. If the world does not come to an end, I will destroy it with my own hands. Faye, Faye. Who is it? Who's calling me? I am Har. Is this light? I reside in Zohar. I am the beginning and the end, the first and the last. God? God. Some would refer to me as that, from a certain point of view. It is right to view me as such, but at the same time, I am not. I am also a part of you.
Part of me?
I am defined by how people observe me. You are actually talking to a virtual version of me that you yourself create. I am your perception of me.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Who or what are you?
In one word, existence.
Existence?
In actuality, I do not have a physical form. I am in existence of a higher dimension, a place you cannot perceive, but in terms you understand. It is a world where everything acts as kind of waves. It is the source of this four-dimensional universe, a place where time and space is controlled, the fluctuating void, the wave existence.
What does such an existence have to do with me?
Long ago, a modifier, or a pseudo-perpetual, infinite energy engine was created. That engine was named Zohar. That reactor was created by an ancient people from another planet to attain what is considered to be the ultimate energy possible within this four-dimensional universe. Eventually, those people used that same engine to create the ultimate interplanetary invasion weapon, Deuce. Zohar was used as its primary source of power. But the unexpected happened. During the connection tests of Zohar with the newly completed Deuce, the engine started to examine infinite potential phenomena. Why did it start? What? Okay. Requiring energy, the engine connected this dimension to the higher dimensional space. As a result, that reactor merged or synchronized with the wave existence in that higher dimension, me. I descended from the point of contact created by the machine through the path of Separat, or the domain that you are in now, and incarnated in the four-dimensional world. After I advented to the four-dimensional world, in order to stabilize myself here, I had to exchange or materialize my form and enter into the modifier engine. In other words, I became bound in Zohar, the cage of fleshly existence. Since the time I was bound in Zohar, I have always wanted to return to my own dimension, and I came to a conclusion. I had to reverse the process I went through to arrive here. I must be released by the one who instilled within me a special feature of this dimension, the will. That one is you.
Huh? Decided it was me. Special feature.
Yes, I was given a special attribute of a human by you. The contact, when you observed me, I was given a mother's will.
Mother's will?
I'm sure you remember, after my descent, you had contact with the modifier engine, Zohar.
Huh?
As a contact, being but only a child, you defined my existence with your desire to return to your mother. Thus I came to prepare the mother's will. That will, Zeliham.
Ellie's disposition was influenced by me?
Yes, my will was incarnated through a biocomputer, which was vital for Deuce.
After combining with me, the biocomputer evolved its functions, and that bioplant generated a central element. That is her.
Okay.
I was split by your contact. My physical form or flesh stayed in Zohar, while my will went into Eliam, and my power went into you. That's why I waited to unite with you, and now it is fulfilled. My only remaining desire is to break this cage of fleshly existence. In order to do that, I must become perfect by combining with Eliam, as well as my other split physical form, Deuce. The only way to return to my original dimension is to destroy this physical body. In the four-dimensional world, Zohar is perfect, so in order to destroy Zohar, I need the strength that was attributed to you. Zohar can only be destroyed by the hands of the contact.
What about Ellie? Zohar is destroyed. What will become of Ellie?
Zohar and Deuce are one. She is bound to the system by another's will to become one with me. In order to release her, it is necessary to destroy that very system that serves as the Deuce weapon. However, having been created as a weapon, the Deuce system seeks to unify itself with all of you for a different purpose than that of mine. Originally, her release should have been performed by me, the one who desires to return back to the higher dimension. But I am also bound to the system just as she is, so I am unable to participate. You are the only one who can release her from the spell. Just as Deuce and I are inseparable, you and her are also inseparable.
Alright, I'll destroy Zeus and the Zohar modifier, and I'll save Ellie.
You have experienced much loss and deprivation in your life. It is very tragic. Our contact, and the resulting transference of power and will between you and I, most likely played a factor in splitting your personality.
I disagree. I can't blame anything or anyone besides myself. Regardless of what may have happened in the past, with the passing of time, the cause becomes more remote. If a problem, it is a problem that comes within myself that I must deal with, that I myself must deal with.
I see. You have managed to accept those tragedies, to tolerate all things, to comprehend and find where you stand in this world. If you have succeeded to do all these things, I am sure you will succeed in what awaits you now. To liberate all of us, use the Xenogears. Destroy Zohar.
Wait, there's more I need to ask you.
The system is awakening. Ask her later.
Fuck yeah, save. Kidding me? How long is this episode? An hour? It's another hour. Jeez. Well, at least somebody freaking showed up and was like, "Hey, this is why this and this and this. Here you go, and this is what you need to do. Good luck." Cool. And kind of what I got from all that shit earlier, like, please tell me it doesn't say dreams anymore. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Are you shitting me? Are we finally out of this, this never-ending fucking fever dream? Is Faye finally gonna wake up like, hey guys, I'm complete now. I hashed it out with id. I'm in control of it. I merged my fucking rogue personalities. Are we good? Are we fine? Are we returning to how the game was when it was really good? Yes, please, for fuck's sake, resume the game. This is such a tease. Every time they say this, it's like resume the game. It's like, fuck, please, do that. Yes. Instead of this never ending fucking cutscene. Oh? Dad! Wait, so that was after Faye broke out of the carbonite and left and then somehow got cocooned down here? And like it was gonna do stuff and that was like, was that stone that popped up out of the ground? Was that the Zohar? Does that kind of look like the Zohar from like the flashback and all that other shit? But anyway. So kind of what I got from all that, like with Ellie slash Sophia, like she kept telling like Faye to live, kind of a thing. Like way long ago, I guess like with the first Sophia Ellie, like they just, I guess that was like the existence, right? That like created her. And then this like symbiosis between the two. Guessing, can we pause here? We can pause here. Okay, cool. And so I guess like the existence seems like in a way like perpetuating this thing of like trying to protect Faye sort of because it's the other part of the existence or something because the power thing and it's like you're the hero, you gotta save people and blah blah blah, you gotta live to do things and like they're gonna keep being reincarnated anyway, but she saves him every single time. And he's just like apparently also inheriting these memories of like this other shit. How this cyclical existence of theirs like kept going and going and going, whether it was like Lacan or Faye or Graf or any of these fucking people, and she just keeps dying and coming back. And he keeps dying and coming back. But like the thing I don't get that doesn't really make a lot of sense is like if Graf is Lacan and he's still around, how did he get reincarnated as Faye when Graf is still alive? Or is that another localization thing that like Graf is kind of like the Darth Vader kind of thing and was technically Lacan at one point, but like he basically died. And so since Lacan was essentially dead, then I guess like it's not even really clear if Graf is human or if he's just like machine. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I get it. I get the tropes that they're like going off of and stuff, and like what they're doing with it. It's just it's not executed well. Like tropes are tropes for a reason. They're like patterns and stories that people enjoy, and so they keep bringing them back and all this shit. But yeah, it just doesn't. Mm, it's just really annoying because they essentially put the entire game on hold for hours so Faye could have this like revelation in this fever dream shit, I guess. Whatever, let's go a little bit further and then we'll end the episode, because like this is the last one I'm doing today. After this, I'm just gonna grab a snack and go to bed and watch anime and pass the fuck out. Like, this has been exhausting. Dad, are you okay? Dad, I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Faye, you've returned to your own self. You've become one.
Yes, thanks to you all. If only you hadn't called out to me. Dad.
Don't worry. This is good. This is... After all,
Dad?
You and I must become one.
Huh? Graph, what's going on? I reached the limit of my body I possessed, and on that day 3 years ago, I required a body that would tide me over until your true awakening. That is why I acquired the body of your father. Regardless of your awakening, you're merging. And the inherited memories. Wow, they even call it inherited memories. Wow. You had acquired. There was no way for you to know all of this, since you had lost your memory at that point. At the point at which I merged with your father. Impossible. What about Wise Man? What about Father? Yeah, exactly. Of course, they were just parts of me. I couldn't hold on to Khan totally. His ego was far stronger than I imagined. When my control weakened, he showed himself to you as Wise Man. Is he like supposed to be choking Faye right now or something? I don't know. You have awakened. This body is now useless to me. Now I must return to my original body, the reincarnation of my body that you inhabit. Stop it, Dad! I hear you, Faye. You see, he and I are one. I am Khan. Khan is me. He has become one with me. So you too should open your heart and unite with me. Then we can go on to eliminate everything. No, I can't allow you to control me. What? Protecting your master. Some kind of tractor beam bullshit? Then so be it. I'll merge with both of you and control the something and shit. It's no use. I know you're Lacan and that you're a part of me. I guess. But that doesn't change you being my father. I could never really fight you. Yes, it does, Faye. You're so naive. Why don't you understand that your naivete is what... That's... The way I said it is a real word. Naivety is not correct at all. It's what killed Sophia. What killed your mother, Karen. I already know that. That's why I swore never to run away again. That's why I must rescue Ellie. So don't get in my way. Wake up, open your eyes, Father Lacan. Even though those aren't the same people. If that's the case, then fight me. Fight me. Can't. I see, then there's no choice. I guess I'll fight your friends. Since you're so unwilling to fight, I believe I'll have to use them as bait. Stop it! Don't we have the same memories? Can't you also remember that sadness you felt way back then? Why then? Why must you destroy everything? We stopped Deuce. Won't this all be over? You still don't understand, even after your contact with the existence.
I came to understand after my contact with the existence that, even if Deuce were destroyed, as long as humans still inhabit this land, Miang Eliam will be born time and time again. Then all living things may as well perish along with Deuce itself. That's the only path to freedom. The path to release us from the eternal cycles of life, the tragedies of history, and the spell of fate. Once I awaken Deuce as a weapon, I'll obliterate all living things. Then I'll use your awakened self and that machine to return everything to nothing. That's what I concluded. Miang and Eliam are not just Deuce's mouthpieces. That woman is its main body. What? Why can't you see that? It's not true. She gave her life for me by shielding me from harm. Her eyes weren't Miang's. Mother came back at the last moment. Miang, Mother, even Ellie. We're all humans born on this planet. Deuce doesn't matter. You'll see. I will bring Ellie back. Father, now Graf, Lacan. Whatever, if you won't back down. Never. Then I have no choice. Time has come to truly become one.
Dude, we look badass now. Oh, it took away System id. Oh, that shit was tight. Alright. And hyper mode is so close.
Tippy tappy.
I just headbutt him repeatedly, really? Shit. Oh, that still counts. Aww. Get wrecked. It's a lot less damage. Ugh. Why don't you finish me off? If you don't get rid of me, then you cannot get what you want. It's alright, Dad. I understand. You're not Graf. You're my father. You and Graf are one. Your will and purpose never change. I knew that once we fought. But let's stop now. Our objective should be the same. It's the same as our becoming one. We don't have to fight. Yeah, what? My body. Zohar is after you. Last piece to combine with Deuce's system.
seeks to unify with you, first have been divided from it. What? This is what Lacan wanted all along. After all, I'm an imperfect existence. It was inevitable that it would come to this, considering what had happened in the past. Lacan's imperfect secondary contact with the wave existence split his personality into two. Eventually, his body died, but the original Lacan transmigrated, bringing the destiny of becoming a contact with him. He was reborn as your present body. The remaining persona, just his desires, lived on separately by possessing the bodies of others. That is Graph. It is me.
Oh, so I kinda called it? Okay.
I may have inherited Lacan's will, but I'm not the same as the contact Lacan. It is impossible for me to make real contact. There'd be no true mending, melding, and release. Even though our bodies may be different, I'm still half of you. That fact remains. Although I'm imperfect, I can merge temporarily with the Zohar, and thus may be able to buy you some time. This is the only way I can be one with you. This is all I can do. Deuce's system will start to look for you again. Before then, you have to destroy the newly perfected Deuce and the Zohar modifier. You're the only one that can destroy the physical barrier that encases God's body. Dad, as you said, that was Karen. Through many generations, Miang is beginning to break free from her bounds. Now that Eliham is merged with Deuce, she has all of her memories back. All the memories from her original birth as the contact's complement up to her current transmigration. That includes all the lives she has lived as Miang and her substitutes over the centuries. And of course, that includes your mother's memories too. Mother's memories? Faye, cut away all the binds on mankind. You should be able to do that now. Save her, and all the other women bound with her. I'm begging you, Faye.
What? So why the fuck did he change his mind? I guess Faye got through to him or something?
What's this? It's a pendant. Is this Sophia's? Or my mother's?
It's nothing. I was just talking to myself. Faye, just be honest with your friends. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused everyone. Thank you all so much. Anyway, let's get going. There's a little time left now, for me, and for our planet. And for Danger's larynx, for fuck's sake. What is this place? This is where it all started. This is our Genesis. We know humans were born here. Long ago, Deuce crash landed on this planet in an interplanetary colony ship. In order to revive itself someday, Deuce detached the Zohar modifier's core. After this core unit came down here, a single woman awoke and arose from out of it. She's the mother of all humanity. After she awoke, she used all her power to bear several beings. These would become the ancestors of the whole of humanity. These were the Emperor and the Gazel Ministry. Finally, she gave birth to replicas of herself to be humanity's caretakers. Two selves, the human mother and the weapon, the subject and the complement. That is Ellie and Miang. I, the sole survivor from the colony ship. Really? That's your, like, original backstory, Faye? Is you were just the only person that didn't die from the colony ship? Fucking how? How did you not get killed? Like, they showed the escape pods, like, leaving and all of them got destroyed. Whatever. Met Ellie and everything started from there. The land of Genesis, Cadamony? This is that place.
Yeah, but Faye, and with your shared fate with the Deuce, why do you have such ancient memories?
Usually human memories cannot be passed down through the generations. Humans do not normally have the ability to compress and store memories in their introns. Their introns? What? But Ellie and I, and Miang, different. Due to our connection with the wave existence. That is, due to Zohar's ability to change possible phenomena, we can clearly store data in our introns. In other words, we can leave behind memories to be inherited by our descendants. Just as the wave existence is bound inside of Zohar, the information is affixed to me, so to speak, by some of the power of the wave existence.
Then this is
the form from when Ellie and Miang were still one being. This is the first woman of our world. Our mother.
So, if we destroy that Zohar thing, everything will be over, right?
Yes. The source of our ether powers and the source of power for the generators that make our gears work. It all comes from the Zohar modifier engine, which can control any potential phenomena. If we destroy it, Deuce and the Seraph Angels will all be deactivated. And then we should also be able to free Ellie, who's become bound to the Deuce weapon system as Miang. Right, Faye? Yeah, that's what the wave existence said. But then there's the downside. It will also mean that we will no longer be able to use our gears or our ether powers anymore.
What are those Seraph Angels all about anyway? An odd appearance as if they lack something. As if they were neither living beings nor mere weapons.
Zohar senses the human consciousness and incarnates the Seraphs. Human consciousness? Zohar itself involves the principle of uncertainty. The observer's perception of Zohar determines the entity it will actually become. In other words, I believe that those angels are incarnations of the spirits of people who have been absorbed by Deuce to become parts of it.
So what merit is there
for them to gain an element in eliminating all civilization? Is it some kind of hatred for those humans who have survived? Of course not. As people who are created and assimilated as parts for Deuce would not have such intentions. Try to remember what Ellie, when she became Miang, said. Creations of God will someday become a hindrance. That's why they must be eliminated. Yes, that's why Makava is being used to begin the destruction. But Deuce is not following its programming of exterminating all of civilization. The Seraphs, which are terminal interface weapons of Deuce, are using their bodies composed of nanomachines to absorb massive numbers of people, regardless of whether they are dead or alive. It is not discriminating between the mutant and non-mutant people. This is highly peculiar. The fact that the people who are meant to be destroyed are being taken in as well. That is the absolute opposite of what it's supposed to be doing. Maybe there aren't enough parts. That is unlikely. Aside from those bodies that were destined to be parts for it, Deuce, who has already acquired the abilities of the nanomachines, can just about use any material. construct its body. It is obvious it has other intentions in mind. Those intentions, Krelian has called Deuce the Mother. If God is the mother, then those motives are coming from the Great Mother, impeding the growth of its child, enveloping it, bring the child back to the womb to become one with it. That is its motive. Such a program does not exist within its design, though. Holy shit. Hold on. Really need some water. It was probably given this unique will by someone, either from Ellie, who was merged with the Deuce, or... Either way, it doesn't change the fact that we have to fight, regardless of what their intentions are. The problem is how we're supposed to deal with them. Think we can do it in our current state?
This secret battleship, Excalibur, will also take part in the final battle. Additionally, the military potential of all the surface forces will assemble here.
Even if we can put together a massive force, we still have the problem with the main armament of the Merkava. We need to know how to take that out. As long as we don't do that. Merkava's ultra-long-range cannon has the ability to vaporize any substance. On top of that, they have a barrier around their perimeter that nullifies all attacks.
We fought against the Merkava many times to try to stop its onslaught. However, we cannot even get close. Hence, we have to withdraw every time.
Damn it. No matter how much we want to save Ellie, we can't get inside the Merkava, it's meaningless. To add to that, there's the problem of those Seraphs. They function as the terminal interface weapons for close defenses. I can easily say that their attack power is equivalent to the Omni-Gear class.
They even have the regenerative ability due to the nanomachines.
Don't be concerned about that. I was able to obtain some data from Xenogears. You see, Xenogears has magnet mutagenically evolved due to its contact with Zohar. Using that data, all of your new gears ought to be completed soon. Additionally, all the other weapons and armaments are being modified to implement the disassembler device.
Disassembler device?
In contrast to the nanoassemblers, which create matter to repair with, the disassemblers have the ability to dismantle or destroy matter. It basically defies the first law of thermodynamics. They can even deactivate the nanomachine's restoring ability by disengaging the repair programs. This should be sufficiently effective, even against the Deuce's Seraphs.
Alright, even if we can deal with the Angels, just how are we gonna deal with that Merkava? Can't even get close to that thing. There's no such thing as a perfect defense. There is a way. Look over here. Are we doing the Star Wars thing? Alright. There is a small vent on the... Alright. Merkava's main gun requires a 1.2 second interval to reload because of its tremendous output. Upon firing, although it is only sectional, there will be a portion of the barrier that will be opened. There is a 1.87 second delay before the barrier reforms in that area. If we can use this window of time to target and destroy that cannon, it will be possible to close in on it. If we can get close enough, we can break through with gravitational spatial correction. Well, this is the rough idea. Unfortunately, we don't have such a long-range cannon that could acquire a target in such a brief time frame.
So what you're saying is we just need to shut that annoying cannon up, right?
You want to go on into Markava? That's the idea. What? This is like a strategy meeting, alright? Now you're being reckless again. That's suicide.
No, listen. We're not just gonna rush in. The Yggdrasil 4 in this... You're on to 4 now? It was the 3. And this Excalibur are also equipped with barriers. That's what we'll use. Although only for a short time, we can withstand a direct hit from Merkava's main cannon. Then we can close in and watch for that part of the barrier to go down and then destroy the cannon.
How long will our barrier last?
About 20 or so seconds.
That's all. Wouldn't matter how fast we fly. That amount of time we'll be without a barrier before we can get within firing range. Those numbers are valid only if the generator is at full drive, right? We can only get those numbers if we sacrifice all other output and propulsion.
I'm not suggesting we go in with guns blazing knowing we're gonna lose. We're going to physically put a lid on it directly. As you've said, the Yggdrasil 4 or Excalibur's barrier can't sufficiently defend against Merkava's attack.
Except it can. For one shot. That's what you just said. Whatever.
At least with one generator, that is.
Meaning?
Meaning we can defend against the Merkava with twice the amount of time. 40 seconds if we couple the two generators together. This way we can make it into the heart of Merkava. It doesn't... whatever.
And what about the propulsion?
Just hear me out. We do this kind of makeshift bullshit as pirates all the fucking time. This is what we do. First we transform my Yggdrasil to heavy assault mode, and load onto the Excalibur so we can couple the generators. By doing that, we can reduce the energy usage down to just supporting the hull of the ship and generating the barrier. This will allow most of the energy to be devoted to generating the barrier. Next, shift the barrier to the full front and focus it to a single point where their main cannons will make its strike. Now for movement. First off, we develop a barrier by engaging Excalibur's generator to maximum power. For propulsion during that time, we'll install on the Yggdrasil those large solid rockets we got from the ruins of the mass driver. When Excalibur's barrier expires, we'll use the Yggdrasil 4's generator to develop a barrier. Then we'll also detach the solid rockets and shift the Excalibur into conventional flight. Using this method, we can get right in Merkava's face. After it fires, it'll be defenseless. During this time, we'll block the muzzle of Merkava's cannon with Excalibur's bow ram. Sorry, bow ram, my bad. Upon which we should have 0.67 seconds. With the cannon fire out of Excalibur, we'll destroy the Yggdrasil 4's slave generator and incapacitate the Merkava along the way. And then we break through. That's what the plan is all about. Combination of the barriers of both ships, storming the Merkava. Timing of the cannon fire of the Excalibur, these are all going to be crucial.
Why is Choo Choo sitting in the captain's seat? Like,
mess up any one of these, and the consequences are going to be severe. Like, we're all going to die if we fuck up. Hence, it'll be necessary to have both crews in sync with each other. That's why I'd like to place Sig in command of the Excalibur.
have no qualms with that.
What do you think, Queen? Will you lend us your battleship?
Since there appears to be no other alternative, let's go with that. Please use it as you see fit.
But are we not coming at uncomfortably close? When you calculate the arrival time and the barrier generation time, you will see what I mean. Okay. One minor mishap will put us in a situation where we could run out of barrier power before our arrival. Also, we'll be devoting both generators to keeping the barriers up. Won't that leave us without perimeter defenses? We won't stand a chance if we get engaged by the Seraph Angels on our way to Makava. We'll hold them off, and count on us. You guys just concentrate on taking out that main cannon.
Thanks. We're depending on you.
Already. Everywhere else has been taken out. This is the only place that's left. This is going to be our true final battle. Oh my goodness. Alright. We're probably going to get a chance to do something here in a sec, so... We set out to silence God's Ark Merkava, which has the epitome of offensive and defensive power, and then storm inside it. We initiated the operation to destroy Zohar. Wait, they're already doing it? I mean, granted, that was pretty fucking tight. Can't be. Secondary explosion. Oh no, I should have known better. What a miscalculation. The explosion was too big. Reacted with the main condenser right under the main cannon. And induced a secondary explosion. How could I have been so stupid? Why is that bad?
Mean we overdid it?
Why did I not realize it sooner? This means we might have... Oh no, Ellie. Oh my gosh, Ellie. What is it this time?
Hey, Satan, more is gonna happen.
Something is happening in the center of Merkava. What could it be? Please just... Could I use that save point real quick? I realize you guys are just doing, like... Deduce. Did we just, like... trigger deuce hatching, essentially? Oh, that sucks. At the time, the earth quaked and shook, and from the location where the Merkava crashed, a giant object appeared. It was Deuce's final form. The Merkava was merely its vessel. Deuce evolved through the use of Krellion's nanomachines into a planetary-scale weapon and began terraforming. It was attempting to convert this entire planet into a weapon. We retreated back to the base at the snow plains to form a new strategy. We decided to go back into Deuce. Time was running out for us. Oh, dude, thank fucking goodness. Are you kidding me? We actually have control over the characters again. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Veltal is just called Xenogears now? Why? Like, why? And I feel like they could have clarified that a while ago. Dude, it feels so good to be able to actually use a save point, because I want to use a save point. Holy fuck, dude. My fucking throat, like, it really hurts. Like, and I'm out of water. No, there's a tiny bit left. Hold on. Alright. That's gonna do it for today, guys. Thanks for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. And, yeah. Next episode, I guess we're going back to, regular Xenogears gameplay. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. But, of course, before we get going, a very special thank you going out to the current Arts and Crafts Show members, the amazing people who help make it possible. Valis Draconis and Aaron Schick, thank you so very much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. Vastly helps out, very much appreciate it. And if you guys want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below. There's also a link in the description that talks about becoming a channel member. In case there's no join button for you, I've heard that happens. Membership tiers start at $3 a month. It's only 10 cents a day, gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series get made here on the channel via the Members' Choice Polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full 7 days over on the Membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So, we will have one coming up for January. That's probably going to be towards the end of the month, not really sure when, but it's more than likely going to be deciding the series. It's going to be following Tears of the Kingdom. So, yeah. But this is an approximation of future announcements from the past. So if you guys want all the announcements as they happen and the bell doesn't work for you, I totally get it. The bell doesn't work for me either, but there are 4 other ways you guys can stay up to date. We got the community tab, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, or the Discord. I always post on all 4 whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. But yeah, that's gonna do it for now, finally. So, thank y'all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.